Hey, so this is a little mental health update. I've been very quiet recently. It's been a very challenging time for me personally. My physical health hasn't been great, and one friendship that's very important to me is as good as over now as a result of the complex personality disorder and my borderline personality disorder, which I can't always manage and be in control of, but I have to focus on being well and not going into self-blame and judgment for that, to show myself compassion and empathy that hasn't been shown to me in these situations. You know, there's one thing I've learned, and that's sadly when it comes to, you know, having CPTSD and BPD, people aren't very considerate or compassionate or empathetic towards people who act out and have episodes of paranoia and that kind of thing as a result of having those mental health conditions. It's not something I enjoy doing. It's not how I enjoy being, questioning people and feeling that way. But when you're statistically abused, emotionally, physically, and mentally, and neglected before the age of 5 years old, it kind of does a fucking number on you, you know? And that number is that you don't ever feel fucking safe, you know? And you question people, and then when you grew up in their care system too, and people are making decisions about you behind your back, and you're not involved in those decisions, and people are taking notes about you and having meetings about you and discussions about you and deciding what's going to happen to you, and you come home from school and you're being told you're being moved somewhere else the next day, and you have to say, you don't get a chance to say goodbye to all of your friends and stuff like that. It does a fucking number on you, you know? So of course, you know, been having 2 cancer scares, major lung surgery, vocal cord surgery, not being able to talk for a year because the lung surgery cut your vocal cords, and then you have a vocal cord surgery to repair the damage of that, and you have a job in which you're using your voice, and then you're made redundant, and then your house gets repossessed, you're made bankrupt, you're made redundant again, and you have ongoing health conditions that are very painful and stuff like that. It tends to tip you over the fucking edge, you know. So basically, I've been tipped over the edge in terms of all the stuff that's happened, and that's leaving aside all the shit from growing up in the care system as well, you know, and having to geographically move twice within a period of 10 years, build up new friendships and stuff like that. It's taken a toll on my mental health, you know, and at the moment, I don't trust myself to be around people socially. When you're told by people who are close to you and mean a lot to you that you're impossible to be around and not very nice to be around and difficult to be around, it doesn't really encourage you to want to go out and socialise and spend time with people. So I'm just doing my best to get on with a couple of little things. I can't talk too much about those. It looks like I'm referring myself, because that's the result of my 2 assessments, is the consultant believes a therapeutic community are doing me good, so that's a commitment of every Monday between 10 and 3, going off to this therapeutic group and talking through day-to-day things, which will hopefully help me. I don't know. It's been very, very difficult. You know, I feel very alone a lot of the time, you know. I can go days without talking to someone, you know, days without seeing people, and I'm doing what I can to remedy that But then I've got to balance that out with the fact that people find it so difficult for me to be around. I had a gastroscopy and a colonoscopy on the same day the other week, and they couldn't find anything physically wrong with my bowels or my stomach or my colon, which kind of indicates that the absolutely agonizing stomach pains I get and not being able to eat and stuff like that are a result of our girlfriend anxiety, you know. So all of these things are linked in together, really, you know. So I'm just trying to make a commitment to myself to get better, you know, because it's not nice being like this, and it's not nice having to completely manage yourself all the time without any support in terms of your responses to things, and not knowing whether or not people are taking the piss out of you, or whether it's the demons talking or not, and whether people are taking advantage of you or it's the demons talking. So, you know, at the moment I'm going along with the lines of I'm just doing whatever people want to please them, basically. Because if I speak out of line or say anything, I get accused of my personality disorder or being paranoid or stuff like that. So I just can't trust myself, I can't trust my responses, or I can't trust my feelings to things at the moment. So, you know, hopefully in the new year, I will go and meet these people, this therapeutic community, because they've got to agree with you to be involved or something. I don't know. But I am going to impress upon them that I would like to be considered for EMDR and or dialectic behaviour therapy, because both of those are supposed to work really good with this as well. You know, the upshot of this is I haven't been doing any of this on purpose or to seek attention or be an arsehole, to be a cunt or anything like that. You know, I mean, you know, for me personally, it's been quite heartbreaking to be so isolated and away from people and not able to trust myself, you know, and the fact that the body dysmorphia as well is a component of complex post-traumatic stress disorder, you know. So I went below 15 stone in weight, and that almost tipped me over the edge last week, you know. So that's an update, really. You know, I'm just doing what I can to manage myself and not be a burden on people, and not to be this awful person to be around, you know, until I can find strategies of determining whether or not it's a real feeling that people are taking the piss out of me, or it's the manifestation of a complex personality disorder, you know, where I don't feel safe, where I don't feel I can trust people, where I don't feel I'm wanted, basically, or people are happy to have me around, you know. It's difficult, but all I can do is manage it, you know. I mean, I've got no family, I've got no partner, you know. The only other alternative is to end my life, and I will do that, you know. I might keep saying it, but if there is no hope and this is what my life is going to be like, I can't just spend my life in my flat and going to the gym and maybe one or two other places and not socially interacting with people. You know, I've not had sex in 3 years, partly because my sex drive and desire to have sex has been completely annihilated. You know, leaving aside whether or not I actually think I'm physically attractive or sexually attractive to another man as well. Or I can trust myself, you know. So, you know, I apologise for the long video, but that's kind of like a kind of update really on where I'm at, you know. In regards to the friendship, the reason I said that is because, you know, as much as I appreciate what that person's done for me in the past and shit and stuff like that, you know, I have that responsibility that I push them away from me, you know, in my behaviour. And the way in which I can't help, it's beyond my control, but that's down to me, you know. And all I can do is really forgive myself, you know, and basically learn that I can't expect empathy or compassion from people because they don't understand, have the ability or the comprehension to understand what it's like to have a personality disorder or a complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and the fact that, you know, you can tell somebody 100 times and it's okay, but they won't believe it, you know, because they've been told that before and it hasn't been okay. I've been told that lots of times and it's been far from okay, you know. I grew up without love, basically, you know, and that's really difficult, you know. I'm sure my mum did love me, you know, but she didn't really express it to me in those 5 years I was with her, you know. She abused me and neglected me. When I grew up in the care system, there wasn't much love there either, you know, because the staff weren't allowed really to show you love or anything like that. And probably the quality of this video is terrible. It just makes me still with fuzzy things. So I'm doing the best I can to love myself, which isn't a very easy thing to do. With all that baggage and history, but I appreciate my ex-partner who's been there for me, you know, constantly throughout all this. So I appreciate him.